Hey everybody, welcome back to Guitar Street, and today we're looking at this song by Ed Sheeran called Bad Habits, and I'm very excited to talk about this song because it shows you that you can do so much with just a guitar and a few chords. And as you saw in the intro, I approached this song in 4 levels, starting with just simple chords. And then later on we add some melody, which gets really interesting at level 2. And then level 3 and 4, I add some percussive techniques. So whichever levels you are at, you will find something in this tutorial. So without further ado, let's take a look at the chords. The first chord is A minor. And you'll notice that I have my capo on the 2nd fret, which actually means that I'm playing a B minor, but I'm thinking in A minor, okay? This is the key, original key of the song. So first chord is the A minor, and then we go to a C major 7. Right, like this. Then we go to a F, a modified F. I'm sort of leaving that B string open. And you notice that I'm using my thumb as well, right? So if you cannot do that, you could just press the 1st fret over here, 1st fret of the 6th string, like this, okay? And these are really the 3 chords to the song. So first, level 1. So for level 1, we're trying to play the chords in a nice rhythm like this. Right, and what I'm doing here right now is I'm just having the A minor chord, C major 7 and F, right? But what I'm doing is I'm using the thumb on the bass note, and then my 3 fingers are on the 4th string, 3rd string and 2nd string. So that's these 3 fingers, right? We're not using the pinky. So here in this case, I'm plucking the 5th string and the 3rd string and 2nd string, right? We start counting from the first string is over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, don't get confused, yeah? So I'm playing these 3 strings, 5th, 3rd and 2nd. And then I'm plucking the 3rd and 2nd strings up again. And then I'm playing the bass. So it's like. So take some time to get used to that. Okay, once you're used to that, we can move on to the next shape. That's a C major 7. So that's the same, right? So if you go from A minor to C major 7, all you do is just to change your left hand. Okay, if I play it really slowly, just so you can follow. A little tip for you if you're starting out, when you're playing a chord, when I'm playing the A minor chord, I'm not thinking about the A minor chord. I'm thinking about the C major 7, and I'm thinking of how I'm going to move to go to that chord. So, just a food for thought, yeah? C major 7, okay, just like this. And then next chord is an F, which I'm playing it like this. And here you will see why I want the index finger on the 4th string, because I'm going to catch this time. I'm using my thumb on the 6th string, my index on the 2nd, my index on the 4th, and my middle finger on the 3rd string. Okay, so it's like A minor, C major 7, and actually there is a passing chord. So before we go to the next one, there is like a G, a momentary G. So it goes like this: A minor, C major 7, F, and then that's when I go to level 2. Okay, so level 2, let's talk about level 2. Level 2 is about finger picking, and I think you can approach it this way. So I'm having my 3 fingers on the first 3 strings, so I'm playing, and sometimes on the second part I do this. I play these 2 together, so I go. If you're looking at this right now and you're wondering where is the tab, I want to take a look at the tab. I'm telling you, just look at what I'm doing, listen to the sound that I'm making, try to follow along, alright? You learn so much more this way. So I'm playing 5, talking about the strings here. 5, 3, 2. You see, it's so difficult for me to do it. 5, 3, 2, 5, 3 and 2 together, and then 1st string. Right, so after you do that, 5, 3, 2, 5, 3 and 2, 1st string, 5, 2, right? And then you try to see if you can get that in a loop. It's very meditative. Alright, and we do the same, because once you get that pattern down, then the rest becomes easy. Right, we go to from the A minor to the C major 7 chord. It's the same pattern. And then F is the same, except we move our 3 fingers from the highest 3 strings up by 1 string, and then that gives us you'll notice if by playing this pattern, the bass is moving very nicely. The bass is like going. Check it out. Yep. Here. Alright, so that's level 2. That's the most fun level in my opinion. Alright, and next let's go to level 3. Where it gets a little bit challenging, but this is a very useful technique, and this song is very fun to work on for this technique. Right, so what I'm doing here is I'm actually, it's similar to level 2, but right now I'm trying to use this downstroke percussive to try to hit some notes. So you can see this first stroke, I'm trying to hit boom. So actually I'm doing 5th string, 2nd string, try to hit the 3rd string, and then 5th string, 2nd string, 1st string, try to hit the stroke, and up on the 2nd string again. Sorry, let me try that. Honestly, I've not analyzed it this way. Right now, when I'm breaking it very down to you, I am trying to analyze what I'm doing. But when you learn this technique, you can learn new songs, and then you can just reflexively, based on your muscle memory, try to work out the songs. So actually, that's actually how I approach learning this song, right? So very slowly. Okay, same thing on C major 7. Right, so you'll notice also, if you do it correctly, the melody leads into the next chord, which is really cool. And what I'm talking about is like this. And then C. See, there's always a note that brings you into the next chord, which I think is really cool. Right, so let's check it out. C major 7. So now on the F, I'm actually on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and I'm plucking up. So here I'm trying to hit. If I'm playing on the F, I'm trying to hit the 4th string now. And sometimes you get it just a little bit. Sometimes you totally mess up. It all comes with practice, right? The more you practice, the more you can control the sound. This tab is of course just to mimic the hi-hat, or rather maybe the snare. It's more of the snare, yeah. And be careful of this snare sound, right? Because it can sound very loud. In fact, when I'm monitoring myself right now, it actually sounds pretty loud. So see how you can adjust that to something that you like. Okay, always record yourself and see what you sound like. Next thing is level 4. Are you still here? Are you still with me? And if you're at level 4, this is something that I'm trying as well. I'm not very good at this, and that's adding like a kick drum. So you can find a kick drum over here. It's not very nice using these mics. When you plug into your line in and using your guitar pickup, it may sound nicer. So what I'm doing here is just I'm using this part of my wrist just to give it a little hit, as if it's like a kick drum, right? Like the bass drum. So I'm doing this. So while I'm playing the bass note over here on the A minor, so right, so once you get level 3 down, basically on the bass note, what I'm doing is I'm just lifting up. I don't know if this is the most efficient to do it, so if you have a better way, please let me know in the comments. I would be very keen to learn. But what I'm doing here is I'm lifting my elbow so that I get the leverage, and then when I plug the bass note, I'm doing. So I'm trying to get the kick drum to come in while I play the bass note. And I do trade off some accuracy because I haven't practiced this a lot. I do trade off some accuracy. So at the start you could just try with 2 chords and extend it, you know. It was A minor for 1 time, C major 7 for 1 time, but you can do it twice. And go slowly. You might go. Sorry. Right, and then there's another one when you plug the second string, you're also doing this. This is one of those times when guitar is quite good for strength training because I'm feeling it on my shoulder here. So please be careful and don't injure yourself, alright? But that's the same logic, and then when you go to the F, alright, so that's Bad Habits, done in 4 levels. I hope you watched it all the way, and I hope this was helpful, and I hope I explained it clearly. It's so fun to play this on the guitar, so I hope you get a chance to work on this. And if you haven't done so, please do like this video and subscribe to the channel, as well as ring the bell so you can know when the latest video is out. So thanks for watching. My name is Sheng Li, and this is Guitar Street. I'll see you next time.